After starting our time in South Australia, getting to visit two of the best distillers in the state, it's time to get back to basics. And where better to do that than in the world-famous Barossa Valley? With an array of high-profile wineries mixed with boutique cellar doors, this region is a hit with tourists, and it's easy to see why. Today, I'm heading to Ubertas Wines in Nooryutba, where I'll be spending the day with Kevin, and I can't wait. Hi Kevin, thank you so much for having us at Ubertas Wines in the Barossa Valley.
It's my pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, it's very beautiful. First thing I've noticed is you have this kind of maze down here that looks like it's growing. Tell me about that.
What we're doing here is we're trying to create a family-friendly environment and warm welcome environment for our customers.
Yeah.
We want people to stay, enjoy their wine and food on the lawn or in the maze.
It's a big maze.
What we're trying to achieve is create our Barossa food and wine culture here to attract more people from interstates or even in the future, hopefully, get international flights to come up here to embrace Barossa or Australian culture, to know more about Australian.
Yeah, so it's not just coming to taste your delicious wines, it's a whole family experience.
Exactly.
You can spend a day here, have a picnic, the kids in the maze, mum and dad drinking a glass of wine.
Exactly.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, it's more about the culture thing.
Yep. Kevin's agricultural story began on the rice fields of Taiwan, working for his father. In 2007, his family migrated to Australia and in 2014 turned a run-down, century-old vineyard into their very own winery and cellar door. You're originally from Taiwan.
Yep.
How long ago did you come here?
We came here 12 years ago.
Okay.
That's when our family wanted to, we were looking for better quality of life, relaxing lifestyle. That's why we came here. Back then we had a long hour working culture back in Taiwan. We used to work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And we thought, well, this is not the life we want to be for the rest of our life. That's why we were looking for countries that has relaxing lifestyle. Australia is a very good pick for that. Yeah. Very relaxed. And had you always had in mind that you were going to start a winery? Before we came to Australia, we always wanted, we have a great passion about food and wine. We want to get involved, but because in Taiwan, you don't get decent land for growing grapes, and it's not the right climate for grape growing. Yeah. That's why we came to Australia. Of course, my brother done his English studying here in South Australia, so he's the first person to introduce wine to our family and brought us here. Okay, and you fell in love. Yeah. And I still remember the first trip, the first wine tour we had here in Barossa. We found Barossa wines such unique, powerful, and very rich in flavor wine. It's a very different wine to compare to the rest of the world. You just have that uniqueness. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and we thought, well, if we can be part of the wine industry, that would make my life happier. Yeah. Wine makes everyone happier, right? Okay, great. Well, I might go and have a chat to Phil out in the vines and see what he's been doing out there. So thank you for this Merlot. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Phil, you used to study aerocraft engineering in Taiwan.
Yes, I did.
And now you're here in Australia with a winery. Tell me, how did that happen?
Well, for the first years, I came to Australia just for studying English purpose. And since I tasted the first drop of our great Australian wine, I fall in love with that instantly. So I decided to stay in Australia.
You've got beautiful vines here, nice big grapes on there growing. Now, you don't use any insecticides or chemicals or anything like that, do you?
No, we don't. The purpose is actually want to get the minimum input we can. So we introduce more beneficial insects into our vineyard to get the balance between them, and we don't use the herbicides in there. So we hope we can get more better soil structure into our vineyards.
You're creating your own ecosystem without introducing all of the other harmful stuff.
That's right.
And how do you think that benefits your grapes and your vines and your wines?
Well, it needs time to improve. For the first year was really dry. They have great competition between wheat and vine. So for the first year it was really sad. But starting from the second year, we can start seeing the earthworm coming back to our vineyards. When we step on the vineyard, it's not really hard surface now. So it's sort of like became a bit bouncy, softer than before. And the vines they're coming back by themselves, they got their own balance since year 2. This year will be our 3rd year, and we see how we go with that.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I think I might go inside and try a couple of your wines.
You're welcome.
Great, thank you. Time to taste some wine, right after the break. I've only started my short tour of South Australia, and this week I'm in the Barossa Valley catching up with brothers Kevin and Philip at Ubertas Wines. Now it's time to jump inside their brand new modern cellar door, where I think Kevin's waiting for me with a few wines to try. Okay, Kevin, you have some of your Shirazes for me to try. I'm very excited. What are we going to start with?
So we're going to start with our 2017 single vineyard Shiraz, and the Shiraz is from our low yield vineyard here. We only get 4.5 tons per hectare. So compared to the average here in the Barossa, it's roughly 6 or 7 tons per hectare. We use French barrels for aging, and we age in French barrels for 18 months. We have 20% new barrels and 80% used barrels for aging. Yeah, so it does give you very smooth on the palate. And the Shiraz shows you a little bit peppery spice flavor. You get blueberry and blackberry flavor aftertaste.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you decant it, you get that buttery flavor texture on.
Very buttery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the berries are delicious in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite like that. And so what was this one called? This is your...
Single vineyard Shiraz.
Single vineyard.
Yeah.
And of course, being in the Barossa, the Shiraz is going to be amazing.
So this is a medium to full body wine. It's not a very heavy Barossa Shiraz, but it's approachable. It's a little bit lighter. So the single vineyard Shiraz is ideal to pair with heavy meat like beef, lamb, barbecue,
barbecues,
lamb.
Roasts.
Yeah,
definitely to balance it out. The heavy meat, and that's a nice lighter one. Yeah, right. That's lovely. And then we're going to go a bit heavier body in the next one.
Yes, we are, yeah.
Okay. So the single vineyard, is that those ones just here where we were before with Phil?
Yes, so the single vineyard Shiraz is about 35 years old. It doesn't produce much, but it does give you lovely concentrated flavor and beautiful color as well.
Yeah, and beautiful taste.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. I love the Barossa in the summer, but for me, there's no better time to visit than when the weather is cooler. Here, you can snuggle up on a leather couch in front of the big stone fireplace and warm your heart with a glass of Ubertas Shiraz, just like the one I'm about to taste right now.
The next one we are going to try is our 2017 single vineyard Shiraz Cabernet Sauvignon blend. We have 85% Shiraz, 15% Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
And The Shiraz is 40 years old vine, and the Cabernet Sauvignon was planted back in 1950s, so it's about 70 something years old today, and doesn't give you much every year. We only get 800 kilos a year for the Cabernet Sauvignon. It's very little yield.
Okay.
That's why we blend with Shiraz, and again, it only gives us small berry, very concentrated in flavor, good tannins, structures, and we age the wine in French barrels for 18 months.
18 months, yeah.
Yeah, we use a little bit more new barrels, which is about 30%. Then the rest of the 70% we use second-hand barrels for aging.
Okay.
Thank you. You can see the color is definitely darker, and this is our full-body Shiraz Cabernet Sauvignon. You can pick up a little bit of vanilla and mocha flavor from the nose. Again, smooth is something we aim for our wine.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
The
gives you silky and a little bit buttery as well. And aftertaste, you just get black currant.
As black currants.
And a little bit French barrels flavor coming back.
Yeah, and the body is amazing.
Yeah. It's full body wine, but it's still very smooth on the palate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not overdone with the tannins at all.
Yeah.
It's a tough gig, but somebody's got to do it. That is a very enjoyable wine.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I think I like that a lot. I've been told visitors to Ubertas Wines are most likely to find brothers Kevin and Philip behind the tasting bench at the Cellar Door. And speaking from experience, their warm smiles will make you feel right at home.
Okay, the next one we are going to try is our Poirier D Shiraz. So D stands for dry grown, and the Shiraz is from our dry grown block. We never watered until last year because we have really dry weathers for 2 years here in the Barossa Valley, and we lost about 3% of our vine. That's why last year, 2020, we decided to roll out irrigation system to give them a little bit of water and moisture to keep them alive.
Right.
Yeah. Again, it's low yield. We only get 3 tons per hectare, so that is really, really low.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the beautiful color.
Wow.
And very fruity, this one.
That's a lovely colour.
Yeah. With this one, we use different types of French barrels, which has finer timber. That just means we have to age the wine in new barrels a little bit longer to build up the tannin structures, wide body. But it does give you really smooth on palate, textures on palate, and also long finish end.
Yep.
Yeah, you get flavors keep coming back, so it's just
the gift that keeps on giving.
As you can see, it's spicier compared to the previous one.
Yeah, that's a little bit heavier, still really smooth.
Yeah.
That's really lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah. What would be your favourite one?
So Poirier D is my favorite
This
one.
one?
Because when you have a beef or lamb, this is I will always drink with.
Yep. Now I'm getting hungry.
So what makes Dragon different to the rest of our vineyard or vines? Because they've been dry ground for 50 years. The root system has gone so deep in the soil, and we believe that's why they have a different flavors and better wine body and structures. However, it doesn't give you much grapes. It doesn't give you much yields a year. That's the only problem. But you do appreciate the flavor it produces.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just so juicy every time we crush it. And when you have a good wine, good juice, you usually end up with good quality wine as well.
So the vines and the grapes are relying more on the nutrients in the ground rather than just the water to grow and develop. That's what you're kind of tasting more of.
Exactly. And now, because we just had a irrigation system installed last year, we now just give them a little bit of water, give them a little bit of moisture to keep them alive. Because the root system has gone so deep, it doesn't produce more, or it doesn't improve the quality by giving them more water.
But it needs some.
Exactly. Water here in the Barossa Valley is very expensive, so it won't be a smart way to.
How much rain would you get here on average in a year?
Average, we should be getting 550 mil a year, but in 2019, 2020, we only end up with 300 or 295 mil a year. That's why we have really dry. So when you have a dry year, those dry ground will show inky, very deep purple, inky colors. That's when we can make full body, really powerful Shiraz.
So sometimes it works in your favor if there's a low rain year. I guess you need to adapt to the weather, right? So low rain, we make what we can. High rain, we make what we can.
Exactly right.
Fantastic. Well, you've done an amazing job. Your wines are fantastic. So thank you so much for having me.
Cheers.
I've had a lovely time here at Ubertas Winery in the Barossa Valley. I'm going to enjoy this glass of Shiraz, and I'll see you next time.